Happy Friday, good people. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Divine Calling. My name is Agnes Morago, caregiver, life coach. Here, we inspire people to give care, and I want to say a big shout out to everyone who has subscribed to my channel. For those who haven't, please make sure you do. You're missing out, guys. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Hit that subscribe button. Make sure the notification bell is on so that once I upload a video, you'll be the first one to get it. People keep asking me, what's this notification bell? Once you hit the subscribe button, there's a bell at the end. When you hit it, a drop bar will come, select all, and you'll never miss any of my episodes. So without further ado, today we're going to be discussing Principle 2, Eden Alternative, Institutions, and Habitats. Let's dive in. Institutions can be anything that is formalized to kind of take care of larger groups of people. Let's take, for example, a daycare, a nursing home, a school, where there is a top realm, where there are leaders coming into the people that are being looked after. That is sort of an institution. Here, in institutions, everything happens in the company of others. So, when you're living, when you're eating, when you're studying, sleeping, breathing, everything happens in the company of others. And it's like you don't have your own private space. But it's like that in many families as well, yeah? Most, if not all. Because families, for the most part, are not institutional because the parents have the job of raising children and helping them grow, which is what most institutions do for most parts. They want things to operate smoothly. They run on rules, policies, routine, and schedules, so that the next thing that is typical of an institution, everything is scheduled. What about a care home? Is there a schedule? If you remember, during my first videos, I mentioned of a Dr. Bill Thomas, who is the initiator of Eden Alternative. And he said he's gone to a lot of nursing homes and he says they are all the same. He says it's just bizarre. He says if you took one recreational calendar of a nursing home and took it to a different one, pin it up the wall, someone will look at it and be like, oh, it looks bingo. Like it's a copy and paste. It looks the same. Because everything looks in a certain particular order and a schedule. What we need to do, as opposed to what people necessarily need, we really have to think about the domains of well-being. If you missed my video on the domains of well-being, kindly visit that video and you're gonna get tips of what I am talking about. So, and each and every individual and what we have available for them. I'm gonna explain further. When they talk about institutions where you take people in the institutions to be looked after, there will be a schedule that has to be run, unlike people being looked after in smaller versions. And I told you people that we are lucky as a country that we do not have thousands of care homes with us. We are the only people that can be able to take care of our parents. And it's not a favor that we are doing to our parents. No, our parents raised us in the correct manner. I will give an example. I used to remember my mom. My mom used to be employed by the government. She used to make sure at 5, she starts her journey back home, came and sat with us. We did our homework. We ate supper. We slept in. The next morning, she was there taking care of us and making sure that the 5 of us are ready to be able to be taken to school. If she got dementia, God forbid, I wouldn't take my mother to a care home. I would take care of my mother because she took care of me. This is what we call empathy. This is what we call care, because this is a person that was there for you. Yes, there are people who have that time. There are people who do not have times. I have encountered people who have told me, you took care of your mother and you left your job. I cannot do anything like that. That is that person. There is a person that can be able to do that. If this person cannot be able to take care of their mother, this is where a caregiver comes in. And you have to have a caregiver that knows what they are doing. So, guys, this is what I keep singing here. And please don't get tired of me, because in the next few years that are coming, we really need to know about caregiving. If you cannot be able to employ a caregiver right at the comfort of your home, you really need to study being a caregiver, because you never know who's next in line in getting dementia, who's next in line in getting Parkinson's disease, schizophrenia, name it. So, in as much as that we are taking our people to the institutions, we have also to look at this fact that our country cannot be able to hold these care homes. And even if they are there, they cannot be able to hold as thousands like the States or the UK or Canada does. So, on my next point is where I'm going to bring out the light completely, because in Sherbrook, when Sue Ellen joined, she found wards, like hospital wards, quote unquote. She doesn't like you to use that word, but that's the situation that she found there. A place that had 80 beds, and now they have neighborhoods with 10 people. People moving in there were terrified to go, because why? There is a schedule. There is a bowel care schedule, there is a bath schedule. And Sue Ellen found that so strange, because she thought to herself on how she has her own bath schedule, same as all of us. Imagine you getting into an institution where you are told that this is a nursing home and they have decided that you'll be getting a bowel care at 10 a.m. Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. That's absolutely crazy for you, right? So, when she joined, there was this bath book, there was this bowel care book. For example, if someone died, a bed was opened up so the next person moving in would come. And guess what? They adapted the schedule of the deceased person. And their bath now was swapped to Tuesday, but the resident will say, no, I'm supposed to be bathing on Wednesday. Then they are told, no, it doesn't matter. No, this is your slot. You'll be showering on Tuesday. That's an institution. They came in and they have been there for 25 years, and they are changing the culture there, and they are still changing. It's never an ending process. Why did Sue Ellen decide to change the culture there together with the team that was formed as the Eden alternative, so that one would experience the domains of well being? So, this is the information that I'm going to pass to you as Kenyans, as people with patients or residents living with dementia. Stay with your people, guys, because number one, we have few care homes in Kenya. Assuming they are all filled up, are you going to neglect your father? Are you going to neglect your mother? No, you're going to take care of your parents. And that is why I come in here and tell you guys every other day that loving your dementia patient, hugging your dementia patient, giving them options, don't give them just tea. Give them an option for them to choose. And this is what is going to take us to the next level. So, bottom line, we do not have care homes in Kenya. Spend time with your family. Institutions, everything happens in one place. It's efficient care for the masses. That's how Sue Ellen describes institutions. And examples of institutions, so that this can come clearer for you, are prisons, military boot camps, reformed schools, like approved schools, mental hospitals, where everything is done for the masses. What would you choose as an individual? Would you take your parent to an institution, which is not wrong, because some people are busy with their families now, they can't leave their jobs, the only option they have is take their parents to the institutions. But what about us as Africans, as Kenyans? We do not have those care homes here in Kenya. I can bet you on that. There are homes for the elderly, there are homes for old people, yes. These Catholic churches have homes for the elderly as well. But I told you there is one institution in Kenya and in East Africa that offers care for dementia residents only. I told you to hit my inbox. That place can only hold 10 to 15 residents. How many are we in the country? Learn to love your parents, learn to love your people living with dementia, make them enjoy their life, because if you looked at the stages of dementia, we only got three, and once they get into their that stage is where it goes to their final end and then they die. So before your member gets to that final stage, please love them, hold their hand, give them peace, give them love, let them feel appreciated. Thank you guys for joining us. Make sure you join me on my next one. I'm going to be discussing about trust as a leader, because you are a leader yourself. I am a leader. Anyone who you influence is because you're leading them into something. So let's talk about trust in you being a leader on my next one. Until then, God bless.